My name is Donnie Cody, and I am the creative director at DC Design House. I named the company DC Design House because I love the idea of that sort of European design house sort of position line that I saw in a lot of the design shops and creative production shops that I see, that I would see when I was doing research and trying to find companies to look up to and to be like. And so I did. And then DC is just my initials. And not to sound like an ego fool, but I do have a vision for how DC can do a bunch of things related to and aside from marketing, and I figured that I'm always going to be involved in the business, and any of my business owner buddies think I'm crazy for saying that. People say, you got to start a business to sell the business, and I don't see it that way necessarily at this point. I want to really be the one who's there forever, making it all happen and making my vision come true. So I thought it was a safe bet. Maybe in a few years I'll regret it. I don't know. Overs, you can put those jobs into a task, or those notes into a job. That's gonna come to you now anyway. You're the best. Thanks. John Howard, you're wearing glasses? What the?
My name is Kelly Ann Evans, and I am owner of City Performance Academy, Red Dress Entertainment, and co-artistic director of Theatre St. John's. The biggest thing I think I get out of working with kids and doing this is seeing kids just test their boundaries and building their confidence. I think that's one of my mantras as a teacher, It's never mattered to me if a kid can riff or wail like Aretha Franklin, or act incredibly, or kick their legs, up around their heads. It's all about building confidence. Because you had to remember that your face is like this big, and think about how a person in row Z, it's, right? The more kind of defined your features are without going overboard, the more we can see your face, right?
My name is Kim Patton, and my business is called Wink Enterprises, Inc. So Wink is a retail store that's located on Water Street, which is in the heart of downtown St. John's, and we are a boutique that carries art, jewelry, and things. Well, it kind of fell in my lap owning a retail boutique, per se. I had originally done graphic design away at school, and I knew that I was always going to be my own boss, and I moved home for family reasons. My grandfather was really sick, and I was shopping for a Christmas gift for my mother with my father, and we stumbled across a store, and the owner was in a position where she wanted to sell in a few years. So I figured that was a great opportunity, and I touched base with her, and before we knew it, everything was signed, sealed, and delivered, and I had a retail store. I always describe downtown St. John's the heartbeat of the city. So there's a lot of different people that walk downtown. You get all walks of life, and especially during the tourist season, it's great.
Hi, I'm JP Morrissey from Eat Clean, Healthy Grill and Juice Bar. I'm very passionate about what I'm doing because I 100% believe in what I'm doing, and I really want to, with all my heart. I've never worked so hard for something in my life, and I ain't stopping. And I've totally, I've given everything to this business, and I just hope people will grasp it and grab on to what we're trying to do. We are trying to bring healthy options here. We need to change this city, this province, this country. Obesity is huge right now, and it's not only obesity, but cancer rates and disease has skyrocketed in the last 20 years, and it's very important. Food is one of the main things. Food is your life. Food is energy. If you're not eating the right foods, it's going to affect your life and your whole quality of life while you're here. Okay, I'm going now.
Bye, honey. Have a good day.
Yeah, see ya.
See you.
I'll be back.
Love you is easy, playing by the rules. I'm an artist. I'm a producer. I'm an idea guy. I'm a team worker. I'm an enthusiastic person. I'm pointed. I'm passionate. I'm a little emotional at times. I want you so much more than I should.
This portion of Entrepreneur NL has been brought to you by Hickman Automotive Group. Come visit their 12 locations throughout the province.
Bodyworks, Newfoundland's largest auto-body collision repair facility. Locally owned and operated. Come visit us on Facebook or drop by 38 O'Leary Avenue, soon to be open in Gander. Bodyworks, the right decision after a collision.
In terms of entrepreneurs, a lot of people say that you can't teach it, they're born, you can't make them. I don't quite agree with that. I think, you can definitely teach someone to be an entrepreneur. You can't teach someone to want to be an entrepreneur, but I think you can teach them to be a better entrepreneur. And myself and my partners are very entrepreneurial. We have to be. We made a decision to own an independent firm. We have to go out and make our living every day, just like most of our clients.
I met Kellyanne fairly early in the going of Spirit of Newfoundland. It was about 2 years in and we were doing a nonsense show. I had heard about her and everyone said, oh, she's great, and Peter had cast her in a part. And I don't think I'll ever forget the day that she walked in, though. We were in a little apartment, okay? And what Kellyanne Evans has more than anything is a whole whack of energy, right? And so she came into this apartment and was just, and singing and, and her movements, and she just, it was like everybody else. She was just casting a shadow over everyone else. It was amazing. And I thought, whoa, what an energy this one has.
Well, the first time I was ever on stage at the Arts and Culture Center, I was in grade 9. I think it was when I was in grade 9. And Peter McDonald's Productions, we did The King and I. And despite being in grade 9, I played one of the wives in the ensemble and got to wear this amazing, crazy hoop dress that was 6 feet wide. And I just thought it was the coolest thing ever, being part of a show. And I just knew from that moment on that this would probably be, hopefully where I'd be spending a lot of my time, just doing musicals and music.
Kimberly growing up was a very outgoing child. She had a lot of friends. She enjoyed socializing. She, in school, she was in the choir. She was, in dance. She just played a lot of roles. And as in today, she probably still plays in them roles. She's very outgoing. She has a lot of friends. Horseback riding was, a big thing for her.
She's very excitable, very enthusiastic, and still carries all those traits today. Very much fun to be around. She could always make her mom and dad smile, for sure.
Coming from a family of business for a long, long time, a lot of people thought and still think that I was given everything on a silver platter, I guess you could say, which is not really, not like that. It just, in the sense that everything was just really easy for me, because when you look at young entrepreneurs now, there's a lot of these really great startup programs and really great programs with banks and financing and stuff like that. So at 22, a lot of people just thought, okay, well, Kim just got the ticket to go. It was just easy. She just, she had so much help that was there, but that wasn't the case. I mean, yes, I talk about my dad being so awesome, but let me tell you, he was hard on me, in a good way, and he's always been like that for my whole life, right? Teaching me responsibility and all kinds of stuff like that. So when I started, I did the business plan, I went to BDC helped, I went to the bank, I did all that, I figured out the lawyer, all those different things, and they were really challenging.
Yeah, he's a bit of a leader. I just noticed from a distance, he seemed to be always doing whatever and knew where he was going.
if we're going to utilize
The idea, I think, originally came several years ago, and he was always saying that everywhere he went to get a bite to eat, there was a lot of fat, and he's a very good health conscious. And he, as I say, was very health conscious and wanted to stay in shape, and down at the gym quite often, and you wanted to supplement that with food, but he couldn't get the carbs he was looking for and various vitamins and that you want. So anyway, he said there's got to be a better way, and then he sat down, and I think he started to go into that direction.
Oh, this was when the Canadian Tire closed across the street. That was the main traffic piece here, like where people came in. A lot of people came to shop. They went that way. It was like 2,500 people a day going there. So we were getting a lot of overflow from there. And when they closed, it was like it's kind of, you know, we weren't getting as much traffic and. Numbers are everything in business, so basically it was just a economical decision. I only had so much time left on the lease anyway, so I figured probably better to cut my losses and you know, take our stuff, find a new space, and downtown open up. I knew that it was the place where I wanted to have my franchise headquarters. It's kind of bittersweet. You know, this is where it all began, and now it's kind of sad in a way, but it's kind of good. You know, we're moving to a better location, but you know, a lot of memories. You know, a lot of frustration, a lot of bit of everything.
I'll tell you, it's been tough. You see, it's a new concept. It's something brand new, really, in Newfoundland, and people don't take too quietly sometimes to something new. They got to check it out very thoroughly, and you got a lot to overcome.
That's part of being an entrepreneur, right? It's you know, there's no guarantees. There's never 100% is going to work. So you could have the greatest idea in the world, but if it's in the wrong market, wrong location, it ain't going to work. So that's basically it.
Working in advertising in Newfoundland it's exciting, and where it's such a small town and small city, we know everything that's going on, and there's so many interconnections between businesses that you don't even realize are there. So you always have to be careful of that, because if you put down one company, or if you push ahead one company, you never know who they're connected with as well.
So right now I am getting ready for to head over to the Masonic Temple, where we are doing our end of the year rock show. It's called Oh Canada Giver. We have like 60 kids in 8 rock bands. It's actually 7, but there's a family, Fitzpatrick have a family band. Fitzpatrick's, they're amazing. There's like 6 of them, and they're called the Dancing Pickles. So that's always fun. Not fun is when I lose my keys, because every time I put them down somewhere I can't find them.
City Performance Academy has had a huge benefit on my life, especially Kellyanne, because she's always there and telling you not to give up and to keep thriving for what you want to do, and that's a really important lesson in life, especially when it comes to musicality and the stuff that you want to like excel in your life. And music is what I want to excel in my life, and she's there to tell you that. And the City Performance Academy is there to help you live your dream.
I think as teachers, we're mentors, and we're confidence builders, and you know, the caliber and the crazy mad skills is not what's important to me at all as a teacher. It's really about building confidence and seeing the process through which kids find their own voice and helping them with that journey.
This portion of Entrepreneur NL is brought to you by Massage Addict, 673 Topsail Road, promoting a professional and spa-like atmosphere for all their clients and staff.
At Hickman Automotive Group, we have some impressive features on selected automobiles. Drop by our Kenmount Road location and see how the Hickman Automotive Group outperforms every time, or visit them online at hickmangroup.ca.
Hi, I'm Jerry James. Welcome to the Carpet Factory. For all your flooring needs, hardwood, engineered, laminate, cork, ceramic, luxury vinyl, carpet, runner, rugs, vinyl flooring, come visit us, 1 Logie Bay Road, the Carpet Factory.
Hi, I'm Nancy Healy, the CEO of the St. John's Board of Trade. The Board of Trade has been the voice of business in St. John's and Newfoundland for over 46 years. We are committed to helping business succeed through our money-saving programs, our advocacy efforts, and our networking events like the one we are at today. People do business with people they know, and our networking events provide you the opportunity to meet your next business partner or client. To learn more about the St. John's Board of Trade and how we can help you grow your business, check us out at stjohnsbot.ca.
It's more, it's definitely a place to do a lot better than Elizabeth Avenue for that reason. Tourist season in the summer, and with the catering, with the corporate side of things, getting some catering, a lot of catering business down here. So if you can tap into that market, can really put you over the top, make you profitable right away. And with Elizabeth Avenue, we were kind of off the beaten path. People kind of forgot about us, so we were only doing really a lunch trade. So it wasn't enough business overall to, sustain. And it's too bad because I really like the spot, the location, and the parking. But if you have a startup business or a restaurant, you need to be where the foot traffic is, and it was a no-brainer to come down here and get things going, because this is where my people are that want to eat healthy, basically. And I know it's going to be a success down here. I can feel it.
She works nonstop. Being an entrepreneur is not a 9-to-5 job. I go to work at 8:30. I come home, and that's it. Kim goes to work at 7, and she might finish up around 10. So it's always work. She's always working.
This time every year, a couple weeks before Remembrance Day, there's lots of controversy about retail stores decorating for Christmas before Remembrance Day. So there's a lot of, people are kind of have mixed feelings about it. So myself and the girls a couple years ago decided to make the executive decision to actually decorate our window display with a poppy theme, which was a great hit last year. Everyone stops and takes pictures in front of our window display. So in our industry, I'm buying stuff for Christmas in July. So, it's one of those things where I can't stay away from it, and tax-free is our biggest day of the year. So I felt that within our community, I could do something a little bit different and still celebrate kicking off the Christmas season, but still having the Remembrance Day theme still happening. And we also have our Poppy collection box, so hopefully we'll raise lots of money for them.
Denise was president of the Business Association at the time, running around the city selling radio and doing other advisory stuff too, because she saw things from the big picture. And next thing you know, I'm like, I think I'm gonna start my own business. And she says, let me do a couple of personal life things. And then I'm there, and that's exactly what happened. 3 years later, she joined me. 3 years later, here we are. Any questions about, so we can sit with Melissa and go over it again?
So all this is
what's going on, brother?
Specifically.
Sit down.
So,
What's going on?
I have to tell you something.
What's going on? Is it pissed off? What do we do?
No, it's
oh my God.
This is hard. Remember a few weeks ago when we were driving and you said how cool it was that I do so much outside of work, gardening stuff, but
the wandering vegan.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah. So a job came up, a job opportunity outside of DC for me, and I think I might take it. I know.
Wait.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah. It's like the hardest decision I've ever had to make.
Oh.
I'm going away in 3 days!
I know. I'm gonna stay here for another few weeks to help with the transition. But
well, that's amazing. I appreciate that. I'm just in shock. I don't even know what to say right
Where are you going?
It's actually the seed company. Yeah.
That we just rebranded.
Yeah, we just rebranded them, and I've been talking with Peter a lot, and the job came up to be assistant manager.
Can you tell Peter to call me?
This portion of Entrepreneur NL has been brought to you by Coffee Matters. Quality, service, freshness. That's all that matters.
Freshie, healthy eating on the go. We serve freshly made wraps, burritos, salads, juice cleanse options, and so much more. We even have a kids menu. Come visit us at 673 Topsail Road next to Massage Addict. Order online or call us about catering. Freshie, eat, energize.
I'm Erin Best, lawyer at Stewart McKelvey. If you own a business, then one of your most valuable assets is your brand. You invest a lot of time and money in building your brand, and if you don't want to see that time and money go to waste, then you need to protect it by registering your business name and logo as a trademark. See a trademark agent early, before you start building your brand, so you can choose a business name that can be registered and so you can avoid being sued for infringement.
JP, he's a hard case. No, he seems like he's this tough guy, and I mean, part of it is, I mean, he has a background in hockey and all that, but he is genuinely one of the nicest, sweetest people I have ever met in my life. He's an incredibly hard worker, and when he fixes on something, there's no stopping him. But just a genuine, all-around good guy who actually makes me laugh every single day.
My fiance Jen, she's probably been my biggest supporter. It's definitely the biggest help. Coming home every night after getting your ass handed to you, and when you had days when your sales were low and you didn't, you know, you're worried about bills and stuff. If you got someone you can go home to and understands and keeps you going and pushes you on, and also you can have a laugh with and crack a joke, make, you know, you gotta laugh through it all, because if you don't, you'll crack up. So it's emotional roller coaster, like I said before, but yeah, having that person at home, my fiance, is definitely my biggest supporter overall, 100%.
It's very much a labor of love. And from a business perspective with private music lessons, the margin is very small. You get a fee for a lesson, and 3/4 of that fee goes to your teacher. So this is not a business that I'm in to make any money. And truth be told, it has been 6 months since I've given myself a paycheck from my business. I guess my philosophy is that, you know, money doesn't bring happiness. And I'm willing to try to hang on and really try to build this, because I really believe in it, and I really believe in giving kids an opportunity.
Surviving in downtown St. John's, I've never really had to survive, per se. Like, some people have that persona of downtown where, you know, you can't find any parking anywhere, and, you know, it's really bad in the winter, but Wink has never really had to, like, survive. We've always been really successful. We've been growing for 5 years strong and still growing. Yeah, so, you know, it hasn't been a struggle, and let's hope that it won't be for the next 5 years.
It's been amazing. It's been an awesome 2.5 years. I've learned so much from him. He's been a bit of a mentor to me. So, I mean, this decision was one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make.
That was hard for me, because I don't want things to change when it comes to who I trust to help me do what I need to do every day, so I can do so much of what I need to do to be successful as a company. But it took me 0 seconds to be like, dude, so happy for you. This is a great decision and a great move, and what can I say besides good luck, and I'll see you all the time, because he is a friend, you know. And I do want that client to do really well, and Jackson will make sure that client does really well. I have no doubt about it. Again, this town. Keep your nose clean, be a good person, don't be a jerk, get out there, help out people, and you're gonna end up knowing a lot of people and a lot of good people, and nothing bad can really happen if you feel like there is someone waiting in the wings to help you move ahead, or that you can help move ahead. I think that's, like, it's a bit cheesy, but it's ultimately the truest thing I could ever say. I'm never worried, because there's always people everywhere who are awesome.
It's just that they had another job, so all you can do. It's hard to get movers in the city, man. I don't trust this. Something tells me there's something shady's on the go with him.
Shaving my head. Oh, God.
I'm having so much fun here tonight that I think I'm gonna shave my head.